Hey, great afternoon, everybody. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. As you're coming in the room, say hello. As you are coming in the room, say hello. Happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. Happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. Hope your week is off to an amazing start thus far. As you're coming in, say hello. As you're coming in, say hello. I'm going to share this on my page and then we'll be good to go. There we go. So again, happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. Welcome to Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead, and it's always my privilege, my honor, and my pleasure to come and share with you every Tuesday right here at 1 p.m. Hey, Janella, how are you? Butterfly. Hey, cousin. Hey, sis, how are you? Come on in the room. Let's chat a little bit. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Miss Gwen. How are you? Happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. And so, as you know, if you saw earlier, hey, Sheena, how are you? Hope you got your book in the mail. As I wanted to share with each and every one of you, you saw the post. It is called Embracing the New. And some of you, hey, Aunt Jackie, hey, Lily, some of you are probably saying, what do you mean? And when I did it, I was very strategic by saying, embracing the new and what that looks like for you. Because I believe that we've gotten into this bad habit of thinking that new is streamlined, that new for everybody looks the same, that new for everybody is just one way to be new. And so I want to challenge you today that embracing your new means what that looks like for you in this part of your journey. What is the new season embracing for you? Hey, Miss Charlene, what is this new season bringing on for you? This new season could be healing. This could be deliverance. This could be a new business. It could be a new relationship. This could be, a new education. New is not streamlined. New is not one size fit all. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so new is not one size fit all. Let me help you understand it. New is not one size fit all. And many of us cannot embrace the fullness of the new us because we're looking at somebody else to dictate whether or not we're really in our new. And so I want to target 3 areas today when we're talking about new. So the first thing, let's talk about it. New connections. I know that's a touchy spot. New connections. New connections. Y'all know I always got something to give you. True connections produce, hold substance, and cause purpose to flow. Let me say that one more time. True connections produce, hold substance, and cause purpose to flow. If you have made a connection and it's just looking good, it's not a connection that's good for you. If the only thing your connection can do is pull from you and take from you, it's not a good connection. If the connection that you have made, quote unquote, is only draining you, but not pouring back into you, it's not a good connection. If the connection is only based off of a name, but it's really not igniting something in you to actually produce the purpose and destiny that's in your life, then it's not a connection. And here's the dynamic to that. It does not mean that anything's wrong with that individual. It does not mean that anything is wrong with them. It just means that their connection to you is not the right connection. Case in point, if you plug a power cord into a socket that is not working, it won't come on. I'll say it again. If you plug a power cord into a socket that's not working, it's not going to come on. Or let me go deeper. If you plug a 2-prong power cord into a 3-prong socket, it ain't working because that socket is strategically designed for 3 prongs. So if you plug the 2-prong in there, it's not going to work because it's missing a component. Oh God, tell somebody it's missing a component. Some of us are plugging into things that look like it work. We're plugging into things that look like it's going to be okay. We're plugging into things that look like where you're trying to go, but it doesn't hold the substance of what you need to get to where you need to be. So if your connection is not producing, holding substance, or causing your purpose to flow, it can feel good all it wants you. Like, let me drop this here. We got to get out of this feel good moment. Just because something feels good does not mean it's good for you. Just because, oh, we clicked. Yeah, we clicked. We vibe real good. I feel it, the feeling. Just because you vibe with something, just because it feels good does not mean it was designated for you to connect to. And so we have to, when we're talking about embracing our new, we have to begin to seek God to allow us to embrace the new that produces, the new that holds substance, and the new that causes purpose to flow. Here's the next thing. We're talking about new opportunities. Some of you need to get out of your own way so you can embrace the new opportunities. Many of us have become our own roadblocks to new opportunities. I'll say it again. Many of us have become our own roadblocks to new opportunities. Let me say that one more time. Many of us have become our own roadblocks to new opportunities. We've talked ourselves out of new opportunities. We've actually been scared to embrace new opportunities because they're unfamiliar. We're not confident in ourselves, so we don't go after new opportunities. We don't promote ourselves to actually, so somebody can offer us new opportunities. We don't go into rooms that have new opportunities. Here's the thing. You have to properly position yourself for new opportunities. You do, nobody else. You have to properly position yourself for new opportunities, or you will miss them. Tell somebody it's time to be courageous. Somebody just type that. It's time for me to be courageous. It's time for me to be courageous. It's time for me to be courageous, open up my eyes, and position myself for what I know I'm already ready for. So I'm trying to encourage somebody. You already ready for the new opportunity. I came to be your pusher today to tell you, yes, you're already ready for the new opportunity. So now it's time for you to open your eyes, position yourself, move out of your way, and embrace the new opportunities. Yep, that's right, Adrian. It's time for me to be courageous. It's time for me to believe in me. It's time for me to start pouring into me. It's time for me to start pushing me. It's time for me to start walking in where it's time for me to be courageous. You are the only one that can stand in the way of you getting what belongs to you. Yep, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. You are the only one that can stand in the way of you getting what belongs to you. People can come and try to take what belongs to you, but you have to willingly give it away. Ooh, you saying, Dr. Vaughn, no, that's not true. Nope. People can come and try to take what belongs to you, but you have to willingly give it away. Because I fought too hard for what I have now to just let you come and take it. I'm going to allow my courage to rise up in me, open up my eyes, and position myself to walk in what belongs to me. Yep, it's time for you to declare, it belongs to me. Somebody should just declare today, it belongs to me. You're it. All about it's a different, but just type it. It belongs to me. It belongs to me. It, Shavana, it belongs to you. It belongs to me. It belongs to me. So you have to begin to position yourself for new opportunity. You have to begin to position yourself for new opportunities. So here's my question to you. How much have you invested into you? How much reading and research have you done on what you want to accomplish? How much work and self-care are you doing for you to heal? The things that we got, it belongs to me. And if it belongs to me, that means I have to do the work to get it. Oh, okay. If it belongs to me, then I have to do the work to get to it. Okay, I'll say it again. If it belongs to me, then I have to do the work to get to it. It is already set up for me. Whatever your it is, it has already been set up for you. The question is, have you positioned yourself to receive it? Oh, have you positioned yourself to receive it? I'm not talking about anybody else, because here's the thing. We get so distracted. Help me, Holy Ghost. We get so distracted by what other people do. We're so distracted because this person don't support us. We're so distracted because we think this person is trying to tear us down. We're so distracted because this person don't seem to like us. We're so distracted because we heard this person say something about us. You have to get so focused on what God is doing for you that you don't have time to worry about them. My it is at stake. Okay, my it is at stake. All I'm focused on is my it. All I'm focused on is my it. My it belongs to me, so I am focused on getting to it. I don't have time to be distracted by what's happening on the sidelines. Here's the thing. When a runner is running in a race and is trying to get to the finish line, they do not have the time to look to the left or to the right because it can cause them to stumble and fall. Oh, I'm trying to help somebody. If a runner is running and trying to get to the finish line, they have to keep looking at the finish line, because if they look to the left or to the right, they can stumble and fall. Many of you have gotten stuck looking to the left and to the right, and that's why you can't connect to your new opportunity. Your new opportunity is sitting there waiting for you. Your new opportunity is sitting there waiting for you. My question to you is, have you positioned yourself for it? Have you positioned yourself for it? This ain't about nobody else. It is so easy to blame other people. It is so easy to highlight everything that everybody else is doing. My question to you is, have you positioned yourself for it? We're talking about embracing the new, right? So now you need to get rid of them old mindsets, because your new opportunity is waiting for you. You need to get rid of them old thoughts, because your new opportunity is waiting for you. You got to get rid of those new way of doing things, those old way of doing things, because your new is waiting for you. You got to get rid of those old connections, because your new is waiting for you. Your new is waiting for you. So we're talking about new connections. We talk about new opportunities. Now I want to talk about new concepts. New concepts. This ain't about going with what's catchy, going with what everybody's doing, going with the flow of things, going with what everybody think is. No, we ain't talking about that. We're talking about new concepts that have strategy, ideas that produce, birth, and build. I'll say it again for you. We're not talking about what's happening or what everybody's doing or what seems to be working or what may be flowing for it. No. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about new concepts. The concepts that are strategies and ideas that do what? They do three things. They produce, they birth, they build. 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 I'm not trying to do what looks like it or what's like the status quo. We're going to just flow with the rest of them, or what's going to tickle our emotional fancy. You got to actually focus on the new concept, ideas, and strategies that will produce, build, and birth. You do. So what does that mean? Sometimes that means you got to shut away from everybody else, because you can't have your thought process all convoluted and all clouded. You can't have chaos going on in your mind. You got to clear your thoughts. So sometimes you got to sit and settle yourself. Sometimes you got to sit and settle yourself. Okay. Now, sometimes you got to sit and settle yourself. Why? Because there is a strategy that God wants to download into you in this place called new that you've never seen before. But you can't get the download if you're all over the place. You cannot get the download if you're all over the place. So God is bringing you into a place of new concepts, which means he's giving you the strategies and the ideas to produce, to birth, and to build. And here's the thing. Let me just tell you. And these, when you embrace the new, whatever your new look like, God will allow you, let me lean in, to build well. God will allow you to build well. Notice I did not say build big. Okay? Because I've noticed a lot of things. Everybody wants to build something grand. Everybody wants to build something that's multidimensional. Everybody wants to build something that's everywhere. No. When you sit down with these strategies, God will let you build well. I don't want to build something that's big that will only last the moment. But if I build well, my children will remember and be living in what I build. Hey, God, I can't hear nobody. I said, if I build what is big or what tickles the fancy, it would only be for a moment. But if I build well, my children will be living in and experiencing what I built. I'll say it one more time because that was for me. If I build well, my children will be living in and experiencing what I built with their children, and they build well. And I know some of you probably saying, Dr. Vaughn, I don't have a business. It's not just about business. This is about legacy. Can I help you before I get off here? Can I help you? We always think that building means it's only from an entrepreneurial standpoint. No, y'all, I'm building legacy for my family. What do you mean, Dr. Vaughn? That means I'm building financial legacy. I'm building the wealth legacy. I'm building the spiritual legacy. And I'm building the physical legacy for my family. I'm building well in every area. We are trichotomy beings. I am building well in every area, which means I'm healing so I can build well in my emotional being. Oh, I can't hear nobody. I am healing so I can build well in my emotional being. Hey, Leandria. I am actually making sure that I am being financially wise so I can build well in my wealth legacy. I am building my business so that I can make sure that I am building a financial legacy well. I am making sure that I am taking care of the responsibility of where I live and my temple so I can have a physical legacy. It's not always about business. Sometimes we got to learn how to build us well. Okay, I can't hear nobody. Sometimes we got to learn how to build us well. You building a business, but you ain't building well. You building the children, but you ain't building you well. You building the husband, but you ain't building you well. You building the job that you work at every day, but you're not building you well. You building the church, but you ain't building you well. Hello, somebody. I can't hear nobody but God. When we talk about embracing the new, this is the new from the total. We're not just doing new haphazardly, y'all. We building well, all of us. All of us. So I challenge you to embrace your new. It's going to get uncomfortable. It's going to get lonely. Might even seem unfair as you have to walk into this new. And guess what? It may even may feel a little scary because it looks so new. It looks so different. And you've never seen this place before. So it may be scary. It may be scary. It may be scary. But you got to learn how to embrace your new, whatever that looks like for you. God is shifting my life in an amazing way. And I'm learning to embrace what he does and not question it. I've gotten to a level of spiritual maturity that I'm learning to embrace what he does and not question it. And so, yeah, Deanna, that's all I heard at that moment. And so that's all I wanted to chat with you today. Embrace your new connections. I want you to embrace it. Your new opportunities, embrace it. Your new concepts, embrace it. Embrace this new, whatever it looks like for you. Why? Because it belongs to you. This is up to you. It's all up to you. It ain't up to nobody else. It's just all up to you. So that's your lunchtime empowerment talk. Embrace it. And so thank you to each and every one of you for always coming out to hang out with me right here on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. Again, if you're joining for the first time, I am Dr. Shabana Whitehead, and it's always my privilege and honor to come and share right here every Tuesday at 1 p.m. with whatever chat that God will give us to push you to continue on through your day. And so listen, embrace it. Embrace it. I love you all too. Embrace your new. Why? Because it belongs to who? You. All right. I'll see you guys back here next Tuesday, 1 p.m. for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks. Have an amazing day as you embrace your new.